Yo, it's your homeboy Kiiro in the building. Welcome to episode 135 of One Piece Gist. In this episode, I'll be reviewing One Piece chapter 785. As usual, we'll have a spoiler-free review first. Afterwards, we'll have more in-depth discussion of the chapter, which will include spoilers. So let's start the review. I'll give this chapter 2 out of 5 stars, 4 out of 10. It really didn't do much for me. It was slightly below average. It wasn't a terrible chapter, but I just wasn't excited about anything in the chapter. We did get some interesting information, that will for future chapters and for the future of One Piece. We got some really interesting information in this chapter, but that aside, it didn't really do much for me. And now I'm going to move into the discussion section, and this will include spoilers. So we'll start with the cover story. It seems as though the cover story has come to an end. Usually in the cover story, when two characters have been helping each other out and they start, saying their farewell, that's usually the final chapter of a cover story. So, I wouldn't be surprised if this is in fact the final chapter of the cover story. That said, I would be disappointed because I was looking forward to what Jinbe was going to do with the poneglyph. And moving on to the chapter itself, I told people that Burgos was still in Dressrosa, but some people didn't believe me. I'm not sure why, but whatever. Apparently Burgos is after Luffy, which is interesting because I thought he'll be after whatever Doflamingo has. So there is that, and yeah, that's pretty interesting. And unless I'm mistaken, it seemed as though Burgess was carrying around something around his neck, right? And they had the patterns of devil fruits on it. Had those funky spirals and shit. So maybe he's carrying some devil fruits that he stolen from Doflamingo. I'm not quite sure. But why is he going after Luffy? I'm not quite sure either. But, Koala. But this is according to Koala. Koala says he's after Luffy. Now, this is early translations that I'm reading, so this might be misinformation. I will have to read the later translations, and if there's any corrections, I will leave them in the comment section. But in any case, if you have any theories as to why Burgess is after Luffy, please leave a comment down below. I'm interested in seeing them because right now I can't really think of much other than him stealing Luffy's fruit, but that wouldn't make much sense because he's not Blackbeard, so how would he do that? He shouldn't have the facilities to do so. I do have one theory though that I just thought of now, which is that maybe it's a Will of D thing, and maybe Burgers just wants to kill Luffy because Blackbeard might consider him as a true rival, as real competition for becoming the Pirate King, and so by killing Luffy, he would seal the deal of Blackbeard becoming Pirate King, which would make sense. But that's just a theory though, a very simple theory that I thought of. And the rest of the chapter, okay, well, there is one thing interesting, which is that we have Zoro saying he's gonna slow down the strings rather than slicing through them, even though he said there's nothing he can't cut. So is this a contradiction, or is this Zoro just placing his chips on Luffy, trying to honor Luffy and believe in Luffy? Because I think Zoro has done similar shit like this in the past, where he would just fold his arms and be like, believe in our captain, that kind of shit. So maybe it's something similar to that, in which he doesn't want to undermine Luffy's efforts, and so he's just having faith in Luffy. Zoro can be kind of like that, and sort of the samurais in general, they can be a bit strong-headed and with their whole honor and chivalry and shit. So what are your thoughts on that? Leave a comment down below if you have any. And finally, we're gonna go into the fight. Now, considering this whole Devil Fruit Awakening shit, I'll have a separate chapter for it. A separate video. I'm talking about it, but I think it's BS. I'm not really too happy about it, and this is the main reason why I didn't believe the spoilers, because they have the spoilers for quite a while. And even though there was a picture from the Raw of Luffy doing the bazooka thing, that's fine and dandy. I can definitely believe that. But once I saw the Awakening thing, this really put doubts to me because I think it's BS. And I'm really not too happy about it, and I have too much faith in order to believe it. So I was in denial, but now apparently it's true. And once again, unless the later translations prove me wrong, I'm not too happy about it. Now I am happy that Doflamingo pulled out at least some kind of, I guess you could say, power up or next level attack or whatever before getting taken out. But as a whole, I still think this fight is pretty dog shit. This is one of the worst fights in the series for me. The best thing about this fight is Gear 4th, which I really don't care about. So, that's that. Doflamingo has been a complete joke. He's been basically a punching bag. And yeah, not much of a villain, and which is worse because he's a Shichibukai and all that. If he was some random, you know, Hody Jones, he's a clown or some bullshit, I would definitely wouldn't have any problem. But this is the he is a Shichibukai Doflamingo. He has a ridiculous route. He has, you know, decent haki. He has pretty good fighting skills. You know, he fought rise low difficulty. Like, he has all these things, and you know, he's just blocking Luffy's attack and hardly using his fruit. And oh my goodness, I think I might have to do a separate video, you know, just talking about why I don't like this fight as well. But anyways, that's pretty much everything. Okay, well, one more thing, which is it seems as though the fight has come to a conclusion according to the final panel of Doflamingo, you know, taken out by Luffy supposedly. And this would make sense because, like I said before, it's usually within the last 2 chapters of a volume that an antagonist gets taken out by Luffy. And so this was part of my prediction video, and I have said this before, so this would make sense. However, you know, I'm still a little shaky about Doflamingo's plans. And you might say, what am I talking about? And I'm talking about the underground and Doflamingo's plans in the new world. We still don't know what all that shit's about. He also probably has some kind of failsafe concerning Mon Cherie. Like, think about it. He's had Mon Cherie all this time. He's been torturing her all this time, collecting her tears. Like, he should have some kind of failsafe for this kind of situation. But of course, the problem is if he does pull out a failsafe, it's very likely that 1, Luffy's going to lose, 2, people are going to die in Dressrosa because, you know, the birdcage is it's going to kill people hella soon. You know, so we have all sorts of problems. But we still don't know too much about the Will of D, other than it goes face to face with Celestial Dragons. I was hoping that Doflamingo, being the Celestial Dragon himself, would sort of reveal some of what all the shit's about with his dialogue with Luffy while they're fighting. None of that shit happened. So we're not really any closer to that, which is kind of understandable. That's kind of Oda's format, but not too happy about that. And what else? Oh shit, I thought of something just now. Oh yes, the underground. So Aokiji told Smoker to tell Akainu to send an admiral to Dressrosa because shit is about to go down. And he wasn't talking about the birdcage because, believe me, you know, the birdcage is the least of Dressrosa's problems. You know, I mean, look at Fujitora. Even though he's there, he's not doing shit to the birdcage. So it wasn't about the birdcage. There's something else that Doflamingo's planning that we still haven't really gotten into. You also have to consider, why are the revolutionaries going to Doflamingo and why now? You know, there's also all sorts of shit with the underground that we still haven't really gotten into. And hopefully we will get into them. If we don't, I will be kind of disappointed. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this chapter. If you have any comments on the chapter, if you have any theories, please let them be your own theories. I don't like people who copy and paste theories from forums or all that other kind of shit. You know, please just keep that shit to yourself. Now, I don't mind if you've been talking with your friends and within that discussion you guys came up with some shit together. All that shit's fine because that happens to me sometimes. Not often though, but you know, that's fine. But just don't copy and paste theories from somewhere else. I am not down with that shit. And please keep that shit to yourself. But that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you for chilling all the way to the end. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, thank you guys for watching.